can just introduce yourselves and we'll get started.
Yeah, I'm Kyle. I play bass for Flatfoot 56.
All right.
I'm Eric, and I play the bagpipes.
Very nice. All right. Well, what's been a memorable moment on this Warped Tour for you guys?
Memorable. Oh man. I guess yesterday takes the cake. We played right when some pretty crazy hurricane-ish winds hit, and it turned out pretty good actually. The crowd was kind of dead at first, and then soon they got comfortable with it and just went to town. And had great pits and great fun. So I guess yesterday so far it sticks out in my mind just because it's so fresh on our mind. So
I'd probably have to say any Andrew WK show because he's just amazing and
Yeah.
he's pretty much the coolest guy alive. So
The favorite thing about Warped Tour for you guys?
favorite? Oh
Yeah.
man. Probably just getting to meet a bunch of bands I never thought I'd get to meet, or just or new bands I've never even heard of, and getting to know them and seeing their music and food. Food's great here.
Yeah.
So catered food every day has been pretty awesome. So
definitely eat better here than we do at home. Not used to three meals a day. So
Right. Yeah, I've heard like the people that do the catering
yeah, it's
are
pretty
really good.
amazing, definitely.
yeah.
Yeah, and they've got a good variety, and they keep it fresh too, as far as
Yeah,
like
they
the
always
different.
changing it up.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, that's great. Then what's one thing that you'd like to do that could make Warped Tour better for whether it's for the fans or for the bands?
It'd be nice to see water not being so expensive for kids, and they kind of cracked down a little bit on it for bands, not giving kids too much. But that's always tough. You get kids in a controlled environment, and it's like water's like $5, and you're like, that sucks. So, but other than that, it's a great festival, and they put it together really well. So, there's not too many complaints on our end.
Yeah,
So,
that's good. That's good. What band have you enjoyed watching the most on this tour so far?
Andrew WK, we've had a lot of fun.
Hi, Sir Andrew.
Our buddies AM Taxi, I've caught them almost every day at the tour, and they're really, really good rock and roll. Riverboat Gambler's always a good show. There's been a bunch of bands that we've had a lot of fun watching. So.
Nice. Very cool. Well, what band on this tour has the best chance of reaching 10 albums and remaining relevant?
10 albums
Yeah.
and remaining relevant.
Yeah. I'll have an easy second question. This is the
Yeah,
hardest
I don't-
question of them all.
That is a tough question. It's tough, you know. Our buddies AM Taxi, they're pretty solid all the way around. They have a really good sound, and I think if they stick together, they can really do some damage to the music scene.
For
So
sure.
I picked them right now because they're on the top of my head, and I just actually got done hanging out with them. So I'll throw them this bone. So
Nice. And then here's the easy, fun one. The mystery question. Basically, I have different numbers, and you pick a number, and then there's a easy question
Nice.
involved.
I will take this one.
All right.
12.
12. All right. So let's see what 12 is. What band is the luckiest band on this tour?
ooh, luckiest.
Like they just luck out every time. Like, oh man.
Man, I don't even know. I'll tell you the unluckiest.
I'll take the hard question.
We'll
This-
do unlucky. We can do unlucky.
We'll do unlucky right
Okay,
now.
yeah.
There's a band called Fight Fair they've been playing, and I swear they close out every single night when absolutely nobody's around. And I kind of feel bad for them. I don't know the guys at all. I barely know the band, but I've noticed like the first full week and a half, they ended every single night at like around 7:50 or around there, and that's a pretty awful spot in the day because everyone's so drained of music,
Yeah.
and they're always playing their pop songs, and it's just like everyone's just like not even caring. So I for a while we were like always talking to each other, and we're like, that's a sucky spot every night. So when it comes to luckiest, I have no idea.
Yeah. So that's okay. But unlucky, hey,
Yeah.
that I'm inflexible. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, thank you.
course.
The of all the charities and causes that are on this tour, which one do you gravitate more to? Like, what's your favorite of all of them?
Oh, that's a good question. Tell you the truth, there's been a couple that have been popping out, but they're not even ones that we really agree with as much as I'm curious in. So I don't know if I could pick one, tell you the truth, right now. I'd seriously, I probably should look into them a lot more. I've always kind of passed by them, and I know the people that are running them, but I haven't looked into it.
Well,
So
there's a lot going on too.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
for sure.
and it's one of those tours where I would probably think the same way. It's like, oh, I could do it tomorrow. I
Yeah.
can do it tomorrow. I mean, because
Yeah.
you are every day practically for 2
Yeah.
or 3 months. So yeah.
I think charities are all a good thing, but awesome thing. But I think too often people see giving to charities and stuff like that, kind of like a fad, you know, with the whole like Hurricane Katrina and you know, other ones like that. And you know, you should do it just because, you know, to help out, you know, your fellow man and, you know, do something good.
That's true.
It's not just like a flash in the pan, you know, fad. So.
No, you're right.
Yeah, as a band, we've always been the biggest supporters and financially supporters of like human trafficking. That's like the biggest thing we've always kind of stuck by, and then it's like definitely, it seems like that's kind of like a subject that gets really just forgotten about a lot of times, but that's what everyone says about a lot of charities. But we usually support those the most because we've had, you know, stories of friends that have gone through that. So we definitely stand by a lot of those, and I haven't seen any so far on this tour, but I'm sure there's some out there. So.
Oh, that's good. 3 items that you can't live without on Warped Tour.
Baby powder and
Baby wipes.
and
Air.
Monster Tour water. There we go. I can't think of a third. I can't think of a third.
And then on the flip side, are there 1 or 2 items that you packed that you're like, I should have not even brought this with me. I'm not using it.
Yeah,
I packed pretty bare bones, so
Yeah?
I've got like, I totally forgot like toothpaste, so I had to get that and a towel. So there's a couple things that I would have thrown in there in hindsight.
Yeah, I packed jeans that I've worn once in the past like 3 weeks, and a sweatshirt that I've never worn, and then random like gag gifts like freaking huge like long wigs and just masks, and no way am I a chance I might wear that in the seat. So.
Yeah. It's not even worth it.
No, it's not at all. So it was a waste of case space.
But it was a good thought, you know?
Yeah, I was just like, you know what, if I get bored one night, do this. But other than that, so.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. And then what are your plans after this tour's over?
We go to Europe for a week, and then we have off for 2 weeks, thank God, and then we hit the road for 2 months with a band called the Street Dogs. And
Oh,
actually,
nice.
throughout
They're good.
Florida, another band called Sick of It All will be with us.
Wow,
So,
nice.
that's going to be a lot of fun.
That's a great lineup, too.
Yeah, great bands.
It is. And then what message do you have for your fans?
Support your local scene. You know, take care of the bands that, you know, that mean something to you, and, you know, don't just be a nomad. Basically, come out and have a good time, you know.
Yeah, thank you so much for doing what you do.
Sure.
I mean, for our fans have made who we are today for sure. So, yeah, that's about it.